Good morning.
Morning.
Here are 3 reasons why you should jump on the next cheap flight you find.
But first, a quick story about Mexico.
Allow me to introduce us. I'm Jeanne, and this is Dan. We're 2 adventure enthusiasts living in Boulder, Colorado with our dog Dash, refusing to grow up despite our day jobs, mortgage, and general adulthood Monday through Friday. Join us as we try to live our infinite weekend.
A while back, Dan was cruising cheap flights online while working another weekend.
Meanwhile, Jeanne was compulsively purging her closet to distract from her stressful work situation. But that's a story for another time.
When a $60 flight came up from Denver to Mexico, we jumped at the chance to get out of our funk and chase our infinite weekend.
We woke up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday to catch our 5:30 flight.
As soon as we landed, we were offered free tequila shots for a guy trying to sell us on a hotel tour. At 10:30 a.m., with no breakfast, this will really get you. How much is 400 pesos?
I don't know, my math is bad right now, I'm drunk.
Checked into our Airbnb. We have a palapa.
Tested our grit with hot salsas. Dan got a high five from the restaurant owner.
Jeanne almost cried. She did cry.
My mouth is on fire and I'm sweating a lot.
I see you sweating.
Do you?
Hit the beach to go surfing in a huge crowd of people. Turns out the weekend before Easter is a crazy party holiday. We didn't know that, but it can be a part of the adventure.
We caught our first sunset and stayed out late taking in the party town, and finally went to bed 22 hours after waking up.
What is that?
Throw the rock, break the bottle, win a 6-pack.
Determined to get some time away from the crowds the next day, we hiked out of town,
We're going in search of a private beach.
only to find another huge party.
We circled back and finally found a quiet spot. We kissed on the beach and had deep talks about work, life, and caught another sunset.
Day 3.
Jeanne got super sick.
Dan spent the day learning about mezcal. It was not the best day, but at least we caught the sunset.
Day 4, tired of the city and nervous of the surfing sanitation, we decided to change up our plans and head to Punamita to surf and have a relaxing final night.
We fell off a bunch surfing all day. It was awesome.
How do you feel?
Tired, last runs of the day.
We capped off our day of surfing with dinner at a fancy restaurant while watching our final sunset.
So why take advantage of the next cheap flight you find?
First off, sometimes you need to get away to put your stresses at home in perspective.
Second, when you live out of a tiny bag, you realize just how little you need to actually be happy.
Finally, booking last minute leaves room for the unknown. And while things might not go perfectly, it always leads to a memorable adventure.
We hope this inspires you to book the next cheap flight you find.
In search of your infinite weekend.
We did it.
Lip high five.
One take. Maybe we should record at 7 a.m. every morning.